What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Hustle Kitchen podcast. I'm your host, Hussein Saini, with my co-host, Omar Rana. Today's guest, this is not just a guest, Ahmed AlTaweel, Domine, but today's podcast, you got 1,000 dinars lying around, you got any money lying around. If you're putting it in the bank, you're wasting your time. You're getting no return on your investment. How about making 7% on your money every single month? Watch this podcast, find out exactly how.
Okay.
Well, it's been a while since we've done a podcast, Omar.
Yeah.
We have been away in Thailand. So congratulations on the marriage. So people watching who don't know, he just got married 2 weeks ago. For me, it was a great excuse to go on holiday. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was amazing. We were looking at the photos and it looked like we were photoshopped in.
Because of the background,
It was so
amazing.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It looked like you just found some epic photo and then just cut the people in. Like, was this real? It was so nice.
All right, guys. So
Back to what guest?
Yes. Back to the Hustle Kitchen podcast. We have an amazing guest today, Ahmed AlTaweel from Domine.
Domine, yes.
Don't mind.
Domine. We met a couple of 3-4 weeks ago at the Gladiator event,
Yes.
whenever that was, and you stood out because you sponsored the event.
Yeah, you know, everyone I talk about what you're doing, I think it's just so relevant now. There's no one who's like, meh. Everyone's like, oh, really? Tell me more. What does the guy do? People have been asking when we're going to publish this podcast, knowing you're coming on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't know, Domine, crypto mining company, before we get into the details, which I'm really curious about and I have a lot of questions for you, tell us a little bit about yourself. Because I remember you were saying that you just recently joined and you were doing something else before. Like, what was that journey like?
So before everything, my life was just like I was studying law and I worked as a lawyer. So my entire life just shifted from one place to another. It was just one night where I decided this is just too much. I got bored of it. Honestly, I just got bored of it and I just left it.
So what made you pick this as your next move?
I didn't even know I quit my job.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I just quit.
Oh, so you hadn't got this planned? You just like, I'm not doing this anymore?
Were you side hustling this while you were a lawyer?
No.
No.
I just quit out of the blue. I had no plan. I just said, I'm going to start a business. And at that time, I didn't know much, honestly. I got into trading cryptocurrency for like half a year. And I made I got like good money from that. And then I just thought, what's an easier way of just getting cryptocurrency? And then that's when I got into mining.
Yeah.
It's and then just from there, just went up, honestly, because when it comes to mining, not a lot of people know about it. Everyone just gets a machine, ruins it in like 6 months, and then...
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's hard to maintain a machine.
All right, let's actually break this down for people. What is mining?
So do you want it simple terms? Do you want me to get...
Let's go with simple to start with.
All right.
And then we'll see at what point we lose people on the video.
All right,
You start seeing question marks on my face.
No, I'll make this super simple. So what mining is exactly is whenever you send me money, this machine is what confirms I have that money in my account, and it just validates the transaction. That's like simple terms.
Okay.
So it doesn't create the currency.
It does not create the currency.
I always thought it created it for some reason. You're mining currency.
No, the currency it creates is you get paid a fee. So whenever you, this is the easier way of me saying it. I'm gonna go a bit like, so I'm gonna explain it in a more complex way. What the machine does is it solves hard mathematical equations, and it could go from 1 to 1 billion. It would not matter. And whatever machine solves the equation gets a whole block.
Okay.
And this block gives you, for example, if you solve one block of bitcoins, you're going to get like 12 bitcoins today.
Okay.
And
which is a lot.
Which is a lot. But more like a lot of people do not solo mine. So people go into pools and they get less bitcoin. But this is like how pools, like cryptocurrency mining machines work. They solve mathematical equations. And once you do, that's when the currency gets created and it gets sent to.
So when it's solving this equation, is it a competition between different people?
Every single machine in the world is competing to find that.
So like if one person's like 70% done and someone else gets to 100, does that mean all their work's for nothing?
Yeah.
Ah.
But So what? So if that's the case, mining would not be profitable.
Yeah.
So what they did was create something called a mining pool. So you and like just 1,000 people put their same machine to just solving one equation. So you have 1,000 machines against the world. You're more likely to solve these equations, and that's when you get paid. But the reward gets split into 1,000.
Okay. So simply put, it's commission for solving an equation.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. So you decided randomly. So you quit your job.
It was
How?
I don't know if I could just say it. It was like it was a night of partying. Let's say.
Okay.
And it was after that I just thought, you know what, this is not the route I wanted. I was like business, to be honest, not even. And then I just quit. And when I found out about cryptocurrencies, when I really just jumped into it without any like seconds break, I just stayed home 24/7, not leaving.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was.
Well, it's been a good decision. You've been doing very well.
Thank God. It was not a smart decision quitting my job.
Were you nervous in the beginning, or were you like with the confidence, just gonna go do it?
I was confident,
Yeah.
honestly. I tricked myself into being confident. So every day I'd wake up like, yeah, I got this shit.
Okay.
And I'm not even joking. Like every single day I woke up, I was like, I got this. And of course I got like, I got help from, so my lovely fiance.
Yeah.
She also helped me out. So yeah, it's there's a lot of things that played for like because of the success I got, not just me alone. Because if it was me alone, I would have just, I would have just gone downhill from there.
Really?
Yeah. At least I think that. I don't know.
Okay.
All right, so you did this, but tell us now a bit about what your business does, because I think this is the one thing when I mention this, I don't know about you, but I mention this to people, like you can see something in their eyes, like, really? Tell me. Because it is an inherently complex thing. Like, we've broke it down now, well, you two have broke it down into a basic idea, but you're saying, like, even if you understand this, you buy a machine, people are still breaking them.
Yeah.
So, like, how do you break these? Isn't it just like, turn on machine, give me money?
It's you
Are
think
they built by Microsoft? No, I'm just a joke.
I wish.
That's even worse.
No. So
It's always an Apple joke. Like, it must be Microsoft. That's why it's not it crashes down. It doesn't work.
But no, it's not like most of the companies that make these mining machines are Chinese companies.
Yeah.
All right.
So a lot of people who would want to buy them just contact Chinese companies, and a lot of them get scammed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like
Scammed
what?
in which way?
They'd be sent a faulty, like they just get sent faulty machines. There's a guy I just dealt with, and he's like, yeah, they sent me a machine, and he's like, well, you guys are, and he even came to me, he's like, why are you guys overpricing me? And I told him, because we take the risk.
Yeah.
And the same guy, it's like 5 days later, like, yeah, this machine is not working. Can you fix it for me? And I can't find anyone to fix it.
Oh, really?
It's like not even 5 days. It's like a few days later. Yeah, I saw. I think you know the guy too. To be honest, I saw his Instagram for some reason, and I saw you having a picture of this. So you know the guy.
So what, they just send you like, because I saw before this guy ordered a sports car or electric car on YouTube from China.
the tiny version. But that wasn't faulty.
It wasn't faulty, but
That was misleading.
it was misleading. Like, is it the same thing? Like, you get a box, you open it, and it's like, no machine
that
for
happens
you.
too. That happens.
really?
That happens. They get scammed, but a lot of. So that's just one small aspect. But
Yeah.
the reason, the other reasons are just people buy machines, and they just think, okay, I'm just gonna
Plug it in.
Yeah,
and
that's not it.
It is simple, because for the first 3 months that's gonna be fine, and you're gonna have.
No,
But-
it's not, bro. You
and
gotta say it's very complicated.
No, it is complicated.
Stack the value, bro.
It's really simple. You just connect the machine, you get money. But the problems come when, first of all, when it comes to the maintenance of the machine, it's the room where you keep the machine. It's there's a lot of intricate details that people miss when it comes to cryptocurrency mining, because you can get a machine, plug it in, and you're gonna get money for 3 months easy. But
So software, everything's configured when you just plug it in. So you're saying
No,
So there's still configuration.
There's
involved.
configuration where you're gonna have to keep your wallet in the machine, and that's it. You're just gonna plug your wallet's information on the wallet. Plug your wallet's information on the machine.
Okay.
And
Is there
that's
any
it.
risk in doing that?
The cryptocurrency coin is just gonna plummet. I think that's the only risk.
Now, people who buy from you, do they already have a wallet? Do they know how to set up their wallet?
No.
So this is what I'm saying. It's simple in your
Yeah,
terms, right?
It's simple.
It's like
yeah.
if you talk to me about like a website, be like, it's simple, just a bit of JavaScript does this.
Yeah.
But someone else listening would be like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean?
No, but it's like 2 steps.
All right.
It's just 2 steps. You get the machine, you get a wire, you get a LAN wire connected to the Wi-Fi. That's step number 1. After you connect it, and this is where the tricky part comes in, and it's not really tricky. You find the IP, and that's probably like the toughest part. You find the IP of the machine.
For a non-techie, that's a bit. That's a,
You've
that's
already
a, that's a step.
described something that I know a lot of people will be like,
Yeah.
find the IP. Is it in the drawer?
I think
I'll leave it with the sugar.
So maybe I am making it as easier, but
Yeah.
also just it's like a few steps. You find the IP.
Got it.
You have your wallet address on crypto. You just plug it into the machine, and that's it.
Right.
Oh wait, there's adding the pool. Okay, it might have been.
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying.
So configure into the pool.
No, but I'm saying this is the whole point of like buying local versus just
Yeah.
importing
I
with
mean,
no
let's go-
support, no instructions.
Yeah, but I want to hear more about these scams because this is always very interesting. Because, like, if you do hear about this, you're like, oh, look, Instagram offer, a machine. Oh, look, it's so cheap. I heard you can make money. So, what are these? Tell us more about this scam stuff. So, what happens?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you like personal stories of people I met. There's a guy I know. He came to me. He's like, yeah, he ordered approximately 35,000 BD, which is like $100,000 almost.
On
China?
the internet?
On the internet, yeah.
From someone that he didn't know at all.
Didn't know at all.
Got it.
And
China?
China. That's always China.
So Alibaba Direct or whatever.
Alibaba Direct, yeah. And he's
That's
like,
a dangerous place sometimes.
no, but he said, yeah, we've got trade assurance. And I was like, yeah.
All right, this is interesting.
Trade
Okay.
assurance is not going to help you out.
It's for like $1,000 or something.
So what happened is this guy ordered, and they kept on delaying. And until they have sent him something, and they sent him machines, but they've sent him the wrong machine. So there's he bought machines, like each machine is worth $10,000
Yeah.
each. They sent him machines worth $1,000 each,
Crappy
which
machines.
doesn't, the crappy machines. So he wanted a refund now. So he wanted to change the machines.
Yeah.
Contacting Alibaba, he's contacting this, and then Alibaba opened up a ticket for him.
Okay.
So there's the thing in Alibaba.
Nothing gives me more anxiety than opening tickets and waiting for someone to reply.
I hate that too. But like they give you a 30-day notice. I think it's like 30-day thing. That's what he told me.
All right.
It's like a 30-day thing. And once he put forth the ticket, they replied on the 30th day, on the last minute.
Oh.
So the ticket closed down apparently or something.
Oh no!
And it was like, and he lost approximately.
And they couldn't do anything after that.
So there's no like
Ticket closed, finish, case done.
It's Chinese companies. You're not gonna find them.
Oh, brah.
Yeah, lost $90,000. $90,000 gone. And this is a
That's
Bahraini guy I've dealt with.
No,
Yeah.
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Huh?
How did he
What-
feel?
what
Like,
could
did he come to you for machines, or did he come to you just to cry about it?
I don't even know the guy. I told him, man, I told him hard luck. This is what because I was like, this is why you go to companies where they've dealt with suppliers before, because usually there are good companies, of course, in China. I'm not going to diss all of them, but
Yeah.
by the off chance, or there's like a 2 out of 5 chance you're
Yeah.
gonna get.
Yeah, you're saying this about like there's good companies in China. We've actually in our professional careers faced a similar thing where people have gone to markets to outsource because they've heard it's cheaper, lost a lot of money, projects weren't completed, and then they've come to us like, listen, I've spent a lot of money, project isn't even close to done. Can you do it? But I don't have the same money anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you talking development world.
Yeah,
You know, when
it happens a lot.
see, this is the problem with outsourcing, and don't even go too far. Like recently, so almost like let's take the risk and get a product from China, and that's exactly what was on my train of thought. It's like I just don't. I'm like, it's going to be, you're rolling the dice, whether the product comes, it works, whether it's the same thing that they said they were going to
There's
send.
some assurances.
There's some insurances.
you can do.
Honestly, for Alibaba, like, for example, I'd want to make sure they're a gold supplier or whatever it is, I look at the reviews, I want to have some video calls with them, like, as much as possible. But
Yeah, but
at the end of the day,
there's also technical conversations you can have with someone. Like if you start talking about Incoterms and they start getting very funny, like either they've never heard of them or there's some like basic business questions about what their returns policy, and you can start to spot someone who's not going to be
like,
useful.
honestly, I was considering, and like this guy you're mentioning definitely should have, I mean, especially at 35,000 dinars, I definitely would have just taken a flight to China,
Yeah.
go to the factory or a supplier,
Yeah.
see it with my
At
own eyes,
35K.
and sort out the delivery to come back.
COVID.
That's
Oh, it was COVID.
Are you not
time.
allowed to travel to China anymore?
I mean, now. I
Oh,
don't
now it's completely shut down.
Oh no!
Right now.
Even before it was
But
like
before.
Yeah, it was pretty shut
2
down.
weeks of 2 weeks of. When I was even I think it's like a month of quarantine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've saw some pretty.
Right now they're
Unusual
screaming
videos
out
like
of balconies and windows.
Yeah, I saw
apparently.
that video.
And there's drones coming up to the windows telling them no singing in the
You gotta
balcony.
say nice things to our future overlords. What are you talking about? No, they are amazing. We love them. No, look, I don't think you can tar everyone with the same brush. Look, things happen here, things happen there. It's I say, it's, you know, you and your luck.
So coming back to you, so let's say someone does have a machine, maybe like you said, some don't work or you know faulty or whatever. Do you fix them?
Of course we fix them. So we're not gonna start mining without knowing how to fix
No,
them.
I'm
So,
saying it's someone else that they've already bought a machine
so,
and it's faulty and like
we do take it from case to
Okay.
it depends on our mood, to be honest, because
Yeah.
we have like enough of our customers who just want fixing of their own. So
yeah.
All right.
we really prioritize people who bought from us, and we just keep them because
Makes sense.
as much as we can, we're trying to lower the amount of time we keep their machines with us. So if they have a
Yeah.
machine that's faulty, we keep it for maybe 2 days or 3 days maximum, and then we're just trying to push it back to them, because the less time, the more time we have their machines, the more time they waste.
Yeah.
The more time they waste, it's just
Got it.
bad for us, to be honest.
Yeah.
So the point you were in your journey, you were saying, so people can break their machines by not looking after it.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Like dropping coffee on it?
No, it's okay. So let's say, for example, your machine absorbs a lot of
Heat.
not just heat. It's I don't know the word in English, to be honest. It's
Say it in Arabic.
it's غبار.
Dust.
Dust. Oh my god, I forgot the word.
Yeah.
So
My
yeah.
Arabic's not that bad, see?
So yeah, the machine absorbs a lot of dust, and since we're in Bahrain, it's a
Dusty country.
very dusty country. So people just keep the machine running on and on and on, not knowing the dust, or people who spend a lot of money and they don't put enough consideration when it comes to their setup, their ventilation, because ventilation is also like a very important thing. So like I'll go with the number one, which is dust. You could have a machine running, and if you leave it, for example, 3 months, on the outside it would look okay, but on the
case.
inside, yeah, the case would look okay because the case would not absorb
I'm wiping
dust.
it down every day. What are you talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
dust. It's
Yeah,
clean.
but inside the machine is where the issues just
Yeah.
really start to come,
Yeah,
because
really.
you're seeing
Like, what does it do?
like the dust goes inside the hash
Yeah.
boards.
Okay.
So hash boards is what basically gives the mining power.
Okay.
So they get dust, and they collect. The more they collect dust,
Slower the performance.
their performance, first of all, is going to slow down. And you think you're not going to see that the performance decrease by that much. So maybe 1% and 2%.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're not even going to see, because you're going to think, you're going to look at your phone daily. You're still getting, rather than getting 30 BD a day, you're going to get 29.8 BD.
Okay.
29. So you're not going to think of anything of it.
So that's an indicator that something's up.
Yeah.
there.
So, but later on, as time passes by, let's say 6-7 months, you've turned on your machine, is when just one board just ruins
Burns.
completely.
Oh.
Gets ruined.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
that just burns out.
It doesn't burn out, but because
It's faulty.
it's trying to overperform. So some chips try to overperform
Mhm.
because it has to be in level with all the other two boards, and that's when the issues start to come out.
You know, I knew some of that because back in the day when we used to have Windows computers, like, and PCs always go really slow after like 6 months, a year of buying it. When you take it to the shop, they just clean out the dust, and it starts performing like it was new
That's
again.
all they're doing.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the main things that they do.
Ha.
Bring the performance back.
Ha.
But if you think of it, with computers, they don't overheat, and then they don't. But with these machines, they're just running, and the noise is just the fans trying to cool the machine.
Yeah.
That's where all the noise. So the noise could get up to like 75 decibels.
Really?
So imagine 4 fans just working over time, just trying to cool the machine. But there's dust inside, and it affects the cooling.
That's it.
All right, so we've gone quite technical here. I want to bring us back to the number one question that everyone has. We've all heard of Bitcoin and crypto coins and everything. We've heard of mining. So I'm a guy interested in mining. what am I going to be paying? What am I going to be getting?
How do I make some money?
How do I make the money? What do I need? Do I have the space for it? Am I going to kill the... Dumb it down.
All right, okay, I'll dumb it down. So if you want to, let's say people have money, and I'm going to start like something similar where I'm just going to throw something, like I'm going to throw an amount on machines, and I'll try to double it or even triple it within the next 5 months. It's
cool.
I'll do that, like I'll do something like that. So if you guys want to...
Perfect.
But so let's say if you have, let's say 1,000 BD, first of all, you're going to get a machine that would get you approximately 100 BD a month or 90 BD a month.
Okay.
This is usually machines are 10 to, at the current moment, it's 7% a month, including electricity. Including electricity, you're getting 7% of your returns. So of your initial investment.
Based on Bahrain's electricity rates.
Bahrain's electricity rates, yes. Yeah.
So you're making more than depositing that 1,000 dinars in the bank.
Oh, most definitely. Depositing your money in a bank, you're getting
nothing.
0.01%.
Interest is haram.
So there's a friend of mine who keeps on saying the same thing to me. It's like he keeps on saying the same things. Like, you keep your money in a bank, they give you 0.01%.
Yeah.
Inflation is 7%.
Yeah. And a term deposit is like what, 5%?
So
a year.
So what?
I don't know about Bahrain. I'm saying like, how much is a term deposit here?
Well, it should be. It doesn't go over 3%.
Really?
There's
no benefit in that either. Okay, cool. So I've got this 1,000 dinars. Worked hard for it. Don't want to lose it. I come to you. I'm like, here's 1,000 dinars.
So what we do there is usually when people spend 1,000 is when we don't really push for the big setup, because we're gonna get smaller machines and they usually collect less dust, and we can open them up, and that's fine. Let's say there's 1,000 BD being spent. First of all, we do is just check their electricity. If their electricity is like it could accommodate for the machines.
What's the factors there?
Yeah, what's accommodate mean? Isn't it just like plug in wall?
It is plug in the wall, but smaller machines, I'd say, yeah. But when it comes to bigger machines, it's usually the electricity. You'd have to make sure that, because the normal socket on the wall, it could go up to 1,000. I don't want to get the wrong number, but it should be around 1,300 to 1,600 watts. Okay, this is the general Bahrain, at least. Yep. I think general around the world also. But there are machines that can go up to 3,000 watts, 3,500 watts. This is a big AC.
How do we deal with those?
So what we do there is we, first of all, build an entire DV box. So a DV would be a sub electricity box.
Yep.
We can
you make this for them?
Yeah,
so
we do
they
that.
They don't have to do the drama of...
No.
Oh, okay.
So we do...
That's useful.
Yeah, we do the entire process for them. So we build the entire DV box for them. We also build a stand. And we have the wires which can go up to 20 voltage, which could go up to also over 3,000 watts. Okay. So these sockets. Yeah. And these are things we just go to just to make sure when they are mining, no electrical issues arise. Yeah. So this is step one. Okay. And after we go through that step, we have to look at their room also, wherever they keep the mining room.
What kind of room are we talking about here?
Big, small, it does not matter.
Noise level, etc., heat, like...
So noise, you always have noise, but there are ways to also mitigate the noise issues. So we can get soundproofing panels. You add carpets to the room. But
so kind of like setting up a podcast studio.
Yeah, honestly, it's the same thing. So we do the same thing with mining rooms. It's all completely fine. Yeah. So, but the other thing we look at is just making sure the room is dust-proof. Okay. And this is...
Are you going to do that in Bahrain?
That's the thing. We shut the room off, like, outside. So any air from outside, we shut it out.
Oh, really?
So no windows. AC is allowed in the room?
AC is allowed.
Okay.
So this is what we do. The air comes from AC.
Okay.
But usually when air comes from AC, there also comes an issue of air coming... what we do is we take the air out of the room. Yeah. But then... Yeah, so air goes out of the room. So when it comes to mining, it's all about airflow. Okay. I think I got... am I going too technical?
No, I'm disinterested. So we're not running out of oxygen though, right?
So yeah, what we do is we take the air out of the room. Okay. So basically all the hot air, we separate it from the cold air, take it out of the room. The cool... and at that point, there will be no air in the room. Okay. So that's the issue. What we do is... we do circulation where the hot air turns into cold air and bring it back to the same room.
Okay.
So no
It's
outside.
magic.
No, it's piping. So it's all about
Okay.
pipes and airflow. So it's just airflow, and honestly, we have people who help us out with this also. So it's a bit of a thing that they studied. They came to me. I'm just regurgitating information.
So you got some engineers working with you on this, okay?
So they're much more smarter than I
Okay.
am when I'm explaining this. So, but they separate hot and cold air. The hot air right now is gonna be going out of the room, but like it's not out of the room, but it's like a separated part of the room, turns into cold air, and then it comes back to the room.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, and then that's how we recirculate the air.
Okay.
So
So the room is cool.
So the room is cool. No air is coming from outside,
Yeah.
so there's no dust.
Yeah.
And we just leave the room as it is.
So this is not a bedroom setup. This is, I need a dedicated room for this.
You can. Like if you're gonna go with a bedroom setup, it's possible, but of course it's gonna affect the long-term use of the machine. I'd say that. So usually machines go up to 3 years if you're just gonna keep it in your bedroom. But setups is what make it go from 3 years to 6 years.
Okay.
So you can have this machine 6 years, and it's just earning you money sitting down.
So now we've put it in a room, air sorted. You set up the computer, DB electric, all sorted.
Yeah.
You just turn it on.
That's it.
And
You
you
get messages on your phone every day. Money deposited.
Does you get happy messages on my phone saying I have made money?
Yeah, let me see if my phone. Can I check my phone? If
Yeah,
if
go
I
on.
get
Yeah, let's check it out.
like if you're gonna look at my email, for example.
So but you're getting money deposited in crypto.
Yes.
And
So let me just open my mail. I don't know if I'm gonna find it. Oh, this is the wrong email. Let me check.
How long does it take to withdraw your crypto to your Bahraini bank account?
5 minutes.
Literally.
5 minutes.
Like it's deposited in your
So
account.
if you can see, I don't know, like Binance deposit confirmed, deposit confirmed, deposit confirmed. Is it deposit confirmed?
It's just automatic messages going into a
It's on
phone.
my email. So
Show the camera.
so it's like you can see here. So this is it. It's all just deposit.
You might not hear his audio, but you can just
Okay.
sort of see the.
So there's
amounts.
just all deposit.
Our trusty cameraman is making unhappy faces at us.
For the focus, we're ruining his focus area.
Is that fine or?
You can trust us. You can trust us. We see that.
That's it. That's it.
All right. So it literally takes 5 minutes, same day from Binance to your BBK Ahli, whatever, or is there like
So
a
there's two ways
transfer
of
time?
taking money out. So
Okay.
number one way is going with the actual way they take the money out, and that would take you days, which
Okay.
is basically a waste of time, and they take a fee. There's another way.
Who's they?
What do you mean by the
So,
actual
so
way?
they is the
The man.
no, not the man, not the man. So for example, if you're gonna go with Binance or Rain,
Yeah.
they're the ones that Rain don't have a lot. They don't have a lot of fees, but I'd say Binance they usually take $20.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they take $20 on every
For
withdrawal.
withdrawals.
Yeah. But there's something called P2P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where scams come from.
Oh, but if you go with Binance, there's no scam. There's no
Our
chance.
cameraman got scammed. He doesn't want to talk about it, but he got scammed quite a bit through P2P.
We'll tell you the story
We'll
after.
tell you the story
All
later.
right.
He finds it
Yeah.
quite embarrassing.
No, but the P2P I'm talking about is Binance. So it's high. It's just regulated by Binance. So they don't. So they lock the amount. So whatever amount you want to send out of crypto, they lock the amount, and then you send me money.
Yeah.
So if you send me money, then that amount is gonna be. Then you have to say yes, I've received the money. That money gets unlocked and it gets sent to the person.
Is it usually someone in Bahrain itself? They'll benefit pay you or something?
Yeah, it's just benefit pay.
And there's enough people that
So
will
someone
just
just
immediately
benefit
happen.
pays.
I'm doing that service too right now. I'm working on like getting that service done.
Oh, so wait. So if I've got crypto and I just want some
You get the
money,
coins, he
I just
benefits
I send it to you, P2P, and you
Yeah.
benefit me some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like that. So in Binance, let's say you go into P2P, you sell. So you have 1,000, for example. You have $1,000. You go into P2P. You just say, okay, they give you a list of people in Bahrain who are
Mhm.
doing P2P. You pick the rate you want.
So everyone sets the rate.
Everyone sets their rate. So it's usually 0.378, 379, 38. It's a normal rate, to be honest.
Mm.
Maybe a slightly higher,
Yeah.
but it wouldn't really matter. And so you're losing just one BD
Yeah.
instead of $20.
Instead of $20.
So Binance holds your crypto.
Yeah.
The guy sends you benefit, and then Binance releases to him. So
And-
they're like an escrow.
So
Yeah.
yes. So when the guy sends you a benefit, Binance sends you a message, did you receive the
Yeah.
amount? If you say no, the amount will still get locked, and the person can just send Binance a picture of
Proof
the,
that they...
the proof of transaction, and you're basically that's it.
Yeah. Okay. So P2P is the fast way. That's the 5-minute way.
That's the
And
5-minute
and the
way.
normal way is a bank transfer.
It's
or
going to be usually 5 days. Yeah.
5 days. Okay.
5 days to a week.
So when you said earlier, like, this is easy to do, we've just listened to your story about all the things you got to do. This feels like you could lose 35,000 BD to
If you're doing it
some
yourself.
purchase on China.
It's
Or
uninformed.
You could go to, it's information. You could go to a service. This is probably why you're doing so well.
to me, it's easy, but
So is that your sales pitch? Why deposit your money in the bank when you could be making 7% a month?
honestly, historically speaking, like other than marketing and business, I'm saying historically speaking, there's not many things in the world getting you 7% monthly. Even me saying 7% monthly is mind blowing.
Of
Yeah.
course. No, that's crazy. 7% a month. Like,
Yeah.
so sorry.
Go on.
I was just like, so what is okay, so you're saying 1,000 dinars. Is it just, I'm assuming the amount you spend is for the machine.
Yeah.
Does the percentage keep staying? Like,
It
is there a
depends.
direct correlation there? So if I spend 10,000, I'm still making 7%. If I spend 5,000, I'm still making 7%?
That's a good question because a lot of people get that. So when it comes to that, you get paid in coins. So let's say, for example, you're going to get 1 coin a day, every day.
Mm.
Okay. And the coin's price is $10.
Okay.
Now the coin could go to $5 and you're still getting 1 coin a day. So you're going from $10 to $5 a day. And at the same time, the coin could go up to $100 and you'll be getting $100 a day.
Okay.
Because what you're getting is consistent, but the coin's price is what
Fluctuates. But I don't mean that, because I know obviously with that, the coin price fluctuates, so you could be making more than 7%.
So
Or
if
less.
you chuck in more than $1,000,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of
like,
course.
are you going to be like making more coins?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, like machine-wise, yeah?
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
are you literally saying, for every 1,000 dinars extra,
Or does it, like,
you
go
keep
up?
getting 7%?
I can buy fancy machines
It
that do more
depends.
things.
It depends, but I'm giving you general number of 7% at the
Yeah.
current market rate.
I suppose what I mean is, like, if 1,000 dinars gets me 1 coin, does 2,000 dinars get me 2 coins, and 3,000 gets me 3 coins?
Of course,
But is it multiple machines or just stronger machines?
stronger machines. So there's literally a person. There are people that I know who get 0.3 bitcoins a day.
That's a lot.
So
How much do those machines cost?
Oh, they spend a lot on infrastructure and just getting their machines, but 0.3 bitcoins a day, that's
What's the price of Bitcoin today?
$40,000. So you're getting 0.3 of
It's around
$40,000.
$10,000 a day or ish.
$14,000 a day, yeah.
What's the investment? So that's a big investment?
Oh, yeah, that's a big investment.
Is that still 7% of what their investment is?
No, usually it's a bit more. When you spend that
It's
big,
more.
yeah, usually when you spend that much money, it's usually 10 to 12% a
10
month.
to 12.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So the better machines, you get even more coins.
No,
out of it.
because usually when you buy more machines, you usually get like a better rate or better discount because you're buying more machines.
Oh, so it's economies of scale on the machine
Yeah.
as opposed to what the machine can do.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's really interesting.
Well, I know what I want for my next birthday present. I think, is there a wish list
A
thing that you can
money
do, like,
printing machine.
yeah, because, maybe you don't have 1,000 dinars, but you have a birthday.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I could go on.
And now he's going to be like, you
have.
have wedding gifts, don't you?
No, I didn't do a registry.
I'll send you a list of machines to just
I'm going to start a wish list with him because this feels like the next move. Like, why wouldn't you want this? Like, I just don't see why you wouldn't want this.
What's the cheapest machine for someone to get started?
The
With you.
cheapest ones. Okay, so it's usually 350
BD?
BD, yeah, and that machine would get you approximately 30 to 40 BD a month.
40 BD a month?
Yeah.
So that's your petrol bill.
Yeah.
Would it be...
And that's going to last, what, 3 years, 4 years?
This machine, yeah, 3 years.
So if I've got my 300 BD, that's okay. Being reasonable, that's not out of the realm for a birthday present.
Yeah.
So what else could you get? Let's just, what else could you do with 300 BD? What would you want as a gift for 300 BD?
Buy a watch, go on holiday,
Watch?
get a hotel room. I don't know.
Okay, so what would you want as a gift for 300 BD? Stuff that's available in Bahrain.
Stuff that's 300 BD.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a.
Okay.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy 1,000 dinar machine, and from the money it generates, I'll buy your birthday gift next year.
No, because I think it's really interesting though. But what could you actually do on our island for 300 dinar?
A lot.
Like what?
What do you
No,
want
what
to
would
do?
you want to do?
There's not
300
much
dinar?
to do. There's not much to do, but you can do
Yeah.
quite a bit.
So, but there's nothing like you're like, wow.
Yeah, I don't know what to think of, honestly. The only thing I thought of was buying a gift for my woman.
He knows this is being recorded. Yes, present for my fiance.
She's in the studio,
She's
just
in
so
the
you know.
studio.
Yes. All I will do with all of my money for rest of time is buy a gift.
Yes. I'm trying to score brownie points.
I'd just like to say there is no gun being pointed at him. He's in a safe place.
I can attest to that.
That's very smart. Yeah, so you could literally just pay your petrol bill.
All right,
for
so
this
you
for
said
the rest of
350 BD. Sorry, how much did you say you'd make from that?
So 30 to 40 a month,
30 to
depending on the market.
That's
But
like around
it's really
10.
good.
That's around 7% again.
Yeah.
But I'll give you the bad side of Mining. That people,
yes.
The dark side.
the dark side, yeah. So let's say, for example, this machine that's 350 BD. 5 months ago, the price of that machine was 600 BD,
Oh.
Okay.
and it used to make you 120 BD monthly.
Oh. What
Why?
happened?
The price of the coin was up,
Okay.
and the market just
I
crashed.
remember when it
So,
crashed.
so we're
yeah.
basing on today's prices.
I'm basing it on today's prices where the market is really low,
Yeah.
So if you get that machine and the market
So
recovers,
It'll make you more than that 30 BD.
100%.
So here's a question I have. So would it make a difference? Let's say there's 3 friends and they all want to do this. Now 2 of them are like, you know what? I don't want to put it in my place. Let's put our money together. We'll keep it at your house, right? Is that 3,000 BD into that one machine, that stronger machine in one location with that one electric spot and one everything better, or like is it exactly the same as having 3 1,000 dinar machines in 3 different locations, 3 electricity bills, 3 everything?
Of course, it's the one machine is much better because, like you said, it's the electricity bill you're gonna pay less, and it's 3 ACs you're gonna have to turn on, lights you're gonna have to turn on, or whatever the setup is. So it's just a lot of money being spent.
So you'd recommend combining.
can people stick these machines with you?
That's what we do also.
How does that work?
So you just buy a machine.
That's it?
That's it. You just buy a machine. Tell me where you want the money to be sent to. We keep it in a place where it's.
I think some people are going to think this is not real. So I can just walk into a place that's not a bank, say, here's money, and now every month give me money, and I don't do anything,
And I still own an asset.
and I own an
I
asset, and I'm
still
not
own the
doing
1,000 dinar
anything.
machine.
yeah.
So I walk into any unnamed bank in Bahrain, and I'm like, here's my money, and give me my nothing back ever. Or I can go to you, and I'm like, here's my money, and then you just, every day I get an email and I've made money. It doesn't feel real. We live in some twilight world.
So if you don't have the money, go get a bank loan, buy a machine with it.
A lot of
Oh my God, are people doing that?
A lot of people are doing that.
Really?
And you know what? People are making good profit. I'm not even gonna lie. Some people, they bought machines even when the market was at the highest and it dropped and it just plummeted, and they're getting 3 times less than what they got. They're still paying off their loan, and they still have money in their pockets.
Really?
And this was when the market was at its highest and it dumped. You're still getting money.
No way.
So what would you say to skeptics out there to reassure them?
That's a good point. Let's be skeptics for a minute. This isn't real. You're a witch.
This is a scam. No way you're giving me 7% a month. You know what I mean?
What I can tell people is I usually, at least the people who I see are qualified or that people want to buy for real, I tell them, if you want, we can connect the machine to you for a day. And it's just where they get that money to them. And other than that, it's just videos and you informing yourself.
People can come to your office and see the machines?
Of course, they can do that. So we show them, the first thing we do is we show them our transaction history.
Oh.
We have a test account where we let a lot of machines just connected to it. And usually every 4 hours, I'd get a message of money got deposited into the account.
Got it.
And this is when we show people, we show them our transaction history, show them how the machines work. So it's usually we have like an entire thing. When someone comes to an office, we show them the entire process of how.
So
it
your
works.
office in Bahrain.
And Bahrain, yeah.
So it's in Seif, right?
It's in
And that's where the machines are set up?
we have
Or you have a separate location
we have
for
2
that?
offices. So one office is just for the meetings and And usually when people want to sit down, we can talk. And there's another office where it's just filled with machines, and that's where you're not.
If you weren't sure about like China stuff, this all sounds too fake. You can literally just pop along down to Seif, see some stuff, give you some cash, and start making some money.
Exactly.
And why wasn't this stuff real when I was a child? If this was when I was at university, like I had some really unhappy part-time jobs.
Because you probably didn't have computers when you were a child.
We're roughly the same age. You say that, but you make a joke about you at the same time. We're roughly the same
We
age.
did not have internet when we were children anyway.
Yeah, we. See, now it's we.
We are.
Now it's we.
I don't even ask what age.
No, but this is really interesting. So you must get a lot of inquiries for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an easy sell.
It's one of the easiest things to sell, of course. It's because if I'm gonna come to you and I tell you spend 1,000 and I'm gonna give you 100 a month, you're gonna call me a scammer.
Yeah.
That's number one. But
Pyramid scheme.
yeah, but
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, the only thing you can compare this to is, listen, I've got this really good idea. You give me money, and then you go persuade 2 other people to give you money, and then you all just keep passing this money along.
you're gonna get more money.
Yeah.
So what machine would you recommend for the best rate of return from what you provide and sell?
It's an Ethereum machine. So it's called the problem with that is the machine is this coin itself is gonna get off the mining market and get into staking.
Staking, yeah.
Yeah.
I personally am a huge fan. I can't wait to see what happens with this whole staking.
Yeah.
Okay, again, question mark on my face now. What is staking?
Can we add that?
What is staking?
Okay, no. So staking is when you. So let's say I'm a company.
Yeah.
You have money you wanna get a return on, so you hold my stock. You buy $1,000 of, and you freeze it with me, and every month I'm gonna give you an extra 5 to 7% of whatever you hold with me. Not 5 to 7%. Usually goes up to 3% a month. You're gonna get that back with my coin.
Okay.
So it's staking is basically like mining, but no machines are involved.
Okay.
But and less profit.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it.
So Ethereum, when is this going to happen to Ethereum?
They've been saying that for 5 years.
Okay. So it's a risky move, you're saying, in case.
But yeah, so they've been saying that for 5 years. They said they were going to do it for the first quarter this year. They're going to change it to staking and no mining. But they then came again and said, no, we're going to do it end of the year.
So if you bought a machine that was like this, can you then just make it not Ethereum and change it to something else?
Okay, machines, you can. So machines run on something called an algorithm.
Yeah.
And the algorithm usually mines a set amount of coins. So the Ethereum machines run on ETH hash. So it can mine Ethereum Classic, and other things. But
Just something Ethereum Classic?
yeah,
Sounds like
Is it not just a software thing?
it's not, because it's about the hash boards.
Okay. So it's
So-
actual hardware.
It's actual hardware. So the machine itself. So let's say this machine you've got. After Ethereum goes out of the market, you will still get money. You can mine Ethereum Classic, but you're most likely going to get 50% less returns.
Wow.
Okay, so what is the second machine then? Let's
remove
those
Ethereum.
for those less
Okay.
risky people.
Okay, so the second machine, if it comes to the
Highest rate of return on investment machine that you
Okay.
have.
and this again, I wouldn't recommend. I know. I'll
It's
tell
like
you
all the best ones are not recommended.
No, I'll tell you why. This thing is, I have something against it. So there's a machine called KD6.
Okay.
A lot of people know it. A lot of people want it because it's the highest profitable machine in the market at the moment.
Okay.
It's not out yet.
Okay.
That's my number one issue with it.
What
So
do you mean? So like,
so
everyone
it's,
just knows, but it's not there?
Not in the
It's-
market.
they've marketed the thing January this year. This coin went up.
China? Or it's a coin?
It's a machine.
It's a machine.
It's a Chinese company that markets the coin, and usually they're a very good company. So I'm nothing against the company. Gold
This is
Shadow.
a pre-release that
So-
you've heard of it.
So yeah, it's a pre-release. They're selling it, and they give you an expected amount. So what's the hashing power or the power of the machine? And if you plug the mining power into a website and see how much you'll get, you're gonna get 1,600, 1,500 a month, and the price is
BD.
1,600 what?
BD.
And how much is the machine?
This machine at the moment, you could get it from like 14,500 to 16,000, 16,500. So it's
7% again.
it's
Or ish.
no, it's 9%.
9%.
This is This is one of the better
But
machines.
you don't have this in stock because it's not released.
It's released. There's a you've got the test versions of it, but they're overpriced. And why would you buy?
Okay.
The test versions are like 30,000 BD.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
Wow.
No, so I'm asking today what you have,
What I have.
what you
In
will sell
stock.
me today
If I come
as-
into your office,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. If
Yeah.
you want the best thing to sell,
for you, like that you can provide,
I'd say
and
that.
I get the best return on investment on.
Okay. If you're gonna go with that, I'd go with the L7. It's called there's an L7 or the S19J.
Okay.
And
those were going to be my two guesses as well.
Yeah.
the
I
L7.
thought it was the H23, but
No,
apparently
you're
not.
wrong. You're wrong with that, mate. Yeah, you're wrong.
they're gonna release it like in a month. But they're with the L7 goes with Litecoin and Dogecoin.
Oh yeah, because that went up 30% yesterday.
Dogecoin
Are you sure?
Yeah,
because of the.
because of
Twitter?
their Twitter.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it
honestly.
spiked. It'll probably go back down, but
So
it went up.
Didn't you get notifications of more money today?
I don't have.
You don't have
I
Doge.
don't, okay, yeah. So
I don't use I don't own L7s to be honest.
Okay.
I go simply with Bitcoin because I prefer stability.
Okay.
Okay, so with the L7 though, it goes with Lite and Dodge. This machine is around 8,000 BD,
Dinars, okay.
8,000 BD, and it gives you approximately 750
A month.
a month. Yeah, 750 to like 750 to 650 a month.
Are you counting electricity here, or this is without?
This is with electricity.
With.
So removing the cost of electricity
Yeah.
and all whatever else is included maintenance wise, you're getting 750 in your pocket using my P2P Binance thingy.
Yeah.
So this is what you would recommend.
This is the best machine in the market, at least in terms of return.
Yeah.
But I don't recommend it. Again, I'm just against everything.
Alright.
No.
Is there anything you have that you recommend?
But that's S19J. This is what I-
S19J. All right, let me get me some S19Js.
And
Bitcoin, I assume.
Bitcoin, yeah. And the reason I recommend this machine is although you're gonna get 7% again, but this machine is fairly stable. So even when the market went up or went down, you're still getting almost the same return. So
Okay.
it does not matter what the market price
And
is.
how much is this machine?
This is at the moment it's about 3,500,
Okay.
and it gives you like 290 BD.
290 a month.
Yeah,
That's really good.
yeah.
That's really good.
This is one of the, at least to me, that's a machine
And that's at the current price.
that's at the current.
So if you bought it now and it went back up to what it was, that'd be what, like 500?
Yeah.
So basically, let's break this down simply for whoever's listening. You buy this machine.
Yeah.
It pays itself off in a year. From next year, it's all profit in your
For the next few years.
For the
And
next
if
6
you're
years,
a good human
5
and you
years.
don't cover it in dust,
Yeah.
then it will be 6 years of just
profit.
Profit. Yeah. It's there's also another dark thing with why
Okay,
Okay.
go
So
on.
I just keep on adding.
Tell us the secrets.
So it's
So this is why I don't recommend it again. I'm joking.
I'm giving you the good and bad.
Okay, yeah, of course.
so-
I appreciate that.
So one of the bad things also, there's something called mining difficulty.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So the more machines that come out in the market, it's
The more competitive.
the more competitive it is, and then the profits or the amount of coins you get,
less.
it gets less. So
Is this like one machine comes out and everyone, or we're
That's
talking about
a-
like if thousands come out?
You're
then
talking
it-
about a
like-
future risk or a current.
it's future risk, of course.
Mm.
So for example, the L7, before it came out, the price was you're supposed to get 1,300 a month.
Mm.
When the machines came out and the market went down a bit, you're getting 650 a month.
Ah,
Okay.
It's because a very big amount of machines came out.
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Well, here's my question. So you might know the answer to this better. So let's say I did buy this 3,000 dinar machine, and it's making me my 290, whatever it is. 6 months later, I'm like, I need cash now. Does this machine still hold value?
Yeah.
Like, how much would I be able to resell the machine for approximately? As a
Assuming-
used machine.
assuming
As a
you
used
looked
machine.
after it.
Assuming it's looked after.
We would, so a lot of people, we do this thing where if you want to sell your machine back, we can also buy it.
Okay.
Usually 10% less than market value.
Yeah.
That's one thing we do with a lot of our customers, and that's something we're working on. And other than that,
It's like a car buyback.
yeah. And other than that, if you just sell it in the market and honestly just sell it, let's say put it on Instagram.
Yeah,
or
what's the
just-
market value?
What's the market value? Is just 10 months of the machine's profit. So if you just sell it at a rate where you're going to get your money back in 10 months, you're going to find yourself a buyer so easily.
What do you mean?
So let's
this is a $3,000
so
machine.
so let's say this, you've got a $3,000 machine. You bought it for $3,000.
Yeah.
I'm gonna even make this worse. So let's say this machine now gets you 190 per month.
Yeah.
If you sell it for 1,900, you're gonna get an easy buyer.
Okay. So 10 months of the profit of the machine is the price.
I tell you.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So you still have, you're not losing everything.
And a lot of machines appreciate in price.
Oh, do they
Why
really?
would they appreciate?
I'll tell you, one of my partners, if he's going to listen to the podcast, he'll be pissed off. I can show you messages. I can show you messages. So it was like 7-8 months ago.
Okay.
There's this machine called KD5.
All right.
At the time, it used to get you 300 BD a month. And he's like, yeah, let's get this machine. It looks good. And I was like, yeah, bro, but the coin is not known. Let's not get this machine. It's a bit risky. Let's go with the less riskier ones. And let's get the 350 BD machine ones, which were 600 BD at the time.
Yeah.
That machine went from giving you 300 BD a month to 5,000 BD a month.
What? Oh no!
And we were like gonna buy it. That's it. We got to the finish line. We got the quotation. We got everything. It was like, let's just get the machine.
How much was this machine?
It was like 2,900 BD at the time.
Oh
And
my
did you
God.
do 5K a month. Yes. Oh.
And then
Does he bring it up?
every day.
Like when you're choosing lunch, you're like, oh, where do you want to eat? Where do you want to eat? No, I'm picking. Yeah, I'm
That's
picking.
it. I'm on his bad side forever, I think, because we wanted to buy not even one or two, we wanted to buy like 5 of them.
Oh, wow.
We had like,
I've been
and
sitting on 25 grand a month.
and then what happened is this machine went from 3,000 BD a month being sold to like 27,000 BD a month at its highest.
That's crazy.
So you could have made
How long ago was this?
4 months ago.
This was 4 months ago. This is a recent 4 months.
He really would be pissed off if he was listening to the
4
podcast.
months. And so if you had put in like $3,000, you would have made that back in month 1.
Yeah.
Month 1. That's how wild this crypto world is. That you could literally make an investment, and in month 1,
That's insane. So, do most people prefer to just keep the machine with you?
Actually, no.
Like, why go with
Yeah,
the whole
'cause I
ventilation
kinda-
room?
it seems like,
I would prefer to do that if I was buying. Like, why would I want the hassle?
So the drawbacks
Space.
of let's say you keeping your machine with me
You
is
take commission.
we take commission.
Mm.
Of course we will, because it's going to take space from our own. So usually when it comes to mining, the most important thing is electricity.
yeah.
So what I call that the currency of mining.
Okay.
It's not money, but it's really electricity. Cause
Yeah.
So if we're gonna use our electricity on someone, we're gonna have to make them pay for it.
Yeah.
And usually, let's say a machine that makes 600 BD a month, we will probably take 100 BD as
Okay.
commission.
Yeah.
And this is a very standard rate, by the way.
Yeah. It's renting space in your office. Makes sense.
Yeah, and it's just, and other than that, it's just also
Maintenance, blah, blah.
people would rather look at their machine.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
But just at night, tuck it in.
We can do it, baby. We can do it.
No,
Let's make some money, baby.
Every day
Show me the money.
Every day I go back home, I just open the mining. We're like, hey, baby.
Do people?
Show me the money.
Yeah, do people send you WhatsApp pictures? At night, it's so cool. It's asleep now, or it's still awake.
Oh yeah, a lot of people message me on night. It's like, hey bro, I've got like 10 BD yesterday. Today I got 9.5 BD. What's up?
I'd be like, block.
This happens a lot.
Block,
Yeah,
block,
but
block.
you can see why though. Like people, obviously, this is such a thing. Unless you really, into it,
I would
nervous.
be doing that just based on the podcast. We're like, maybe it's got dust, bro. It looks like it's going towards the dust direction.
But no, we do checkups for machines. So
Yeah.
a lot of clients, we
Yeah.
of course check with their. So we do checkups with them and just make sure their machine isn't really collecting dust or anything. So
I know, right?
we would do that, of course. So even if people keep it at home, we'd help them out. But a lot of people are just not. They're not very trustful, especially when it comes to big purchases like 10,000. No matter how.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, because it's a big purchase. You're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
A lot of people would be afraid to
No,
keep
I want
it.
it in my
Of course,
house.
of course.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we've covered the machines, obviously.
Yeah.
How do people get in touch with you?
It's at the current moment, it's Instagram.
The domain? What's
the
Instagram?
it's domine.bh.
Domine.bh.
Yeah.
Website is...
Website is thedomine.com.
Yeah.
All right. So at the moment, we're not using the website as much, to be honest. So it's more of you can contact us through our phone. You can you can just message us on Instagram and we'll just
We'll
reply
put
to
links on this podcast.
Yeah, we'll put links, and obviously anyone can come and visit.
Of course, it's in Business Bay in front of City Center.
Yeah.
Is what the main office at least. And if they want to go to look at the machines and whatnot, it's in the tower in Steve called Ahmed Tower. We can also give
All
you
right.
location.
So anyone looking to make 7% and not put their money in the bank and get ripped off with those 0.0 whatever percentage that you can get, you want to take a trip out, go opposite city center, visit Ahmed, see for yourself, and start making that money. and make sure to keep the machine at home so you can tuck it in at home and make sure you're getting that money every day.
Just talk to the machine.
Talk to the machine. Talk to the machine.
They talk back. They talk back.
Well, listen, Ahmed, it's an absolute pleasure having you with us today. And yeah, that was really interesting. I think everyone should come and get these machines from you.
Everyone in the country is gonna. This is information that everyone needs.
Yeah.
It's just so hard to get access to information.
Yeah, because
someone who's going to not try to rip you off or do something weird.
Because I swear, before having this conversation with you, I was one of those, okay, I've heard of it. It's going to make me like 2 dinars or something. It's going to cost electricity to be crazy. Like, these are the thoughts that I had like about this. I never really looked into it
The
further.
electricity prices, by the way, are not as much as you guys would think. So, because I didn't give you guys the electricity prices, usually the biggest machine on an unsubsidized electricity bill would be, and these are the big machines, they're 70 BD, 75
What?
BD.
That's it?
That's it.
Just for the machine.
Just for the machine.
Because you look at your house.
Yeah, but he says that's
right?
a big machine. So how much is a small machine?
Small machine is usually 15 BD.
15 BD.
Yeah, with unsubsidized electricity. So if you're going to
Unsubsidized.
keep it in your office, yes, 15 BD.
So just 15 BD.
Yeah.
That's a small machine.
or even in your house as an expat. It would still be unsubsidized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's still, yeah.
Yeah. So this is not some wild amount.
Oh, no, it's not. It's because people think you're going to have to pay like 1,000 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. I always thought, a lot of noise, a lot of heat, big electricity bills, and making like 2-3 dinars. Like, this is the skeptical mindset of an uneducated person.
It is a lot of noise. It's a lot of it's fairly.
That's the sound of money, my friend. That's not noise. There's a difference.
Exactly what I say. It's the
Cha-ching.
sound of
This is the sound of money.
like every day I'd get back home. Anyone who just passes by the mining room, because we have it outside, they hear the noise. I'm like, this is the fucking sound of money.
Exactly. Yeah, you know when you go to a bank, what the best noise is?
Oh, yes. Yes.
How interesting, man.
All right, Ahmed. Thanks a lot
Thanks a
again.
lot.
Thank
And
you.
we'll see you guys next time.